Our journey begins in the year 1896 in Orangeburg, South Carolina. This was the year when a new beacon of learning rose from the fertile soil of the South, the Colored Normal, Industrial, Agricultural, and Mechanical College of South Carolina. With its establishment, a new era of opportunity and progress was ushered in for the African American community. The humble beginnings of the institution were rooted in the heart of a sprawling 135-acre campus. It was a modest setup, consisting of 8 small buildings, a minimal dairy herd, and a handful of other farm animals. But within these simple structures lay the seeds of a profound vision. The vision to provide quality education and create a platform for the growth and development of African Americans in the United States. The college was more than just a place of learning. It was a symbol of hope and a testament to the resilience of the African American community. It was a place where dreams were nurtured and futures were built. It was here, amid the rustic simplicity of the farm and the rigors of academia, that the students learned the values of hard work, self-reliance, and perseverance. Despite the modesty of its origins, the institution was destined for greatness. Guided by a steadfast commitment to education and the upliftment of the African American community, the college began its journey of transformation. From the fields of agriculture to the workshops of industry, from the classrooms of academics to the halls of administration, the college was gradually shaping the future leaders of America. Through the years, the institution evolved, growing in size and stature. It weathered the storms of time and emerged stronger and more resolute. Its journey was a testament to the indomitable spirit of the people associated with it, and in the process, it redefined the landscape of higher education for African Americans in the United States. Thus, South Carolina State University embarked on its mission to provide education and opportunities for the African American community. From a small college in rural South Carolina, it has grown into a prestigious university, a beacon of hope and progress, a symbol of resilience and determination, and a testament to the power of education. From its humble beginnings, the university continued to grow and evolve. Starting out as the Colored Normal, Industrial, Agricultural, and Mechanical College of South Carolina in 1896, the institution's journey was far from straightforward. Initially, the college plant consisted of a mere 135 acres, 8 small buildings, a minimal dairy herd, and a handful of farm animals. However, the university refused to let its modest start define its future. Over the years, it saw a steady increase in enrollment as more and more students sought the quality education it offered. The university's commitment to producing African American graduates was unwavering, a testament to its deep-rooted belief in equality and access to education for all. The expansion of its academic programs mirrored the growth in its student population. The university introduced a diverse range of courses, reflecting the changing needs of society and the aspirations of its students. It was not just about imparting knowledge, it was about empowering its students to be leaders and change-makers in their communities and beyond. Not only did the university grow in terms of student numbers and academic offerings, but its physical infrastructure also expanded. New buildings were added to accommodate the growing needs of the university, each addition a symbol of the institution's progress and development. Yet, the university's growth was not just about physical expansion or increased numbers. It was about the impact the institution had on its students, the community, and society at large. The university's commitment to developing well-rounded graduates ready to contribute positively to society was at the heart of its growth narrative. Over the years, South Carolina State University has emerged as an important institution in the United States. Its journey from a small, fledgling college to a well-respected university is a testament to its unyielding commitment to education and growth. The university's history is a story of resilience, determination, and dedication to the cause of education. South Carolina State University's commitment to education and growth led to its recognition as a significant institution in the United States. The university has been a nurturing ground for many notable figures. Among them is Jim Clyburn, a well-known politician and educator who has served as a Democratic member of the U.S. House of Representatives from South Carolina. Clyburn's political career is a testament to his commitment to public service and the betterment of his community. His work both in the classroom and in the halls of Congress has earned him a place of honor among South Carolina State University's distinguished alumni. Another standout from our alumni roster is Marion Motley. Considered a trailblazer in American professional football, Motley was a formidable fullback and linebacker for the Cleveland Browns in the All-America Football Conference and National Football League. His prowess on the field broke barriers and left an indelible mark on the sport, paving the way for future generations of African-American athletes. Not all our notable alumni have made their mark in politics or sports. Take Ernest Everett Just, for example. This pioneering African-American biologist, academic and science writer has made significant contributions to the field of biology. His work has expanded our understanding of cell division and fertilization, and he's widely recognized for his research in marine biology. Just's groundbreaking work demonstrates the diversity of talent nurtured at South Carolina State University. These individuals and many others have used the knowledge and skills they acquired at South Carolina State University to make a significant impact in their respective fields. They've broken barriers, challenged the status quo, and made lasting contributions to society. Their achievements are a testament to the university's commitment to fostering an environment that encourages intellectual curiosity, promotes academic excellence, and empowers students to reach their full potential. These notable alumni are testament to South Carolina State University's commitment to excellence and the empowerment of the African American community. Their stories inspire us, and their achievements remind us of the power of education to transform lives and shape the future. However, the university's history is not without its dark days. In the deep winter of 1968, a series of events unfolded that would forever mar the history of South Carolina State University. It all began on February 6th, when around 200 students assembled to protest the segregation of black patrons at the nearby All-Star bowling lanes. This first demonstration unfolded peacefully, a beacon of civil rights activism in action. However, the following night, the peaceful protest took a turn. Many of the students returned to resume the protest, their determination unyielding. But this time, the law stepped in, and 15 students found themselves under arrest. This action did nothing but stoke the fires of dissent, and by the third night, February 8th, tensions were running high on both sides, the air thick with palpable anticipation. This time, the students chose to gather on the university campus, a strategic move away from the bowling alley. Their protest took a vivid form, a bonfire, a symbol of their burning desire for justice and equality. But when a law enforcement officer attempted to extinguish their literal and metaphorical fire, he was injured by a piece of a banister hurled from the crowd. In the midst of the chaos, a highway patrolman fired his gun into the air, a misguided attempt to restore order. But this action only served to escalate the situation. Other officers, thinking they were under fire, responded in kind, shooting into the crowd of students. Unarmed and caught off guard, the students were easy targets. 3 young men, Samuel Hammond, Henry Smith, and Delano Middleton, were killed, and 27 others were wounded. The echoes of gunfire were quickly drowned out by the cries of pain and fear, marking the end of a tragic night. These tensions set the stage for one of the most tragic incidents in the university's history. A night that would be remembered as the Orangeburg Massacre, a stark reminder of the cost of the fight for equality. February 8, 1968, a day that would go down in infamy. This day marked the climax of a series of protests at the South Carolina State University as students rallied against the segregation at the nearby All-Star bowling lanes. The tension from previous arrests was palpable, the air thick with anticipation. The students this time gathered on campus, kindling a bonfire as a symbol of their protest. The bonfire, however, attracted a law enforcement officer who attempted to extinguish it, only to be injured by a fragment of a banister thrown from the crowd. The situation spiraled when a highway patrolman, in a bid to control the crowd, fired his gun into the air. This action triggered a chain reaction as other officers, under the impression that they were being fired upon, started shooting into the crowd of students. In the ensuing chaos, 3 young men were killed, Samuel Hammond and Henry Smith, both students at the university, and Delano Middleton, a 17-year-old high school student. Another 27 students were wounded, many of them shot in their backs or through the soles of their feet as they tried to flee. The high number of casualties was in part due to the officers' use of shotguns loaded with buckshot, a devastating choice in such a situation. None of the students were armed. The aftermath of the massacre was a grim picture. 9 officers were charged with excessive force at a campus protest, only for all to be acquitted of all charges. The only person to face prison time was Cleveland Sellers, a representative from the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee who was convicted of inciting the riot that led to the shootings. He was later pardoned for his role in the incident. The Orangeburg Massacre remains a painful memory in the university's history, a stark reminder of the struggle for civil rights. As we reflect on this tragic event, we remember the lives lost, the courage of those who stood against injustice, and the ongoing pursuit for equality and justice. In the wake of the tragedy, the university and the community sought justice. The 9 officers held accountable for the shootings found themselves under scrutiny in a court of law. The charges? Excessive force at a campus protest. But the scales of justice seemed to tip in their favor. Each officer, one by one, was acquitted of all charges. A stark contrast to the fate of Cleveland Sellers, the representative of the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee. Sellers, unlike the officers, was not acquitted. He was charged, convicted, and sent to prison. His crime? Inciting the riot that led to the shootings. The irony was not lost on the community. The one individual who advocated for nonviolence was the only one to serve time in the aftermath of the violence. But this was not the end of Sellers' story. In a twist of fate, he was later pardoned for his role in the incident, a small yet significant victory in the pursuit of justice. The community's quest for justice didn't end in the courtroom. It continued in the hearts and minds of those who lived through the tragedy, and those who heard the stories passed down through generations. The quest for justice transformed into a commitment to remember, to honor the victims, and to ensure that such a tragedy would never occur again. The Orangeburg Massacre, as it came to be known, was more than a tragic event in the history of South Carolina State University. It was a stark reminder of the struggles faced by the African American community in their pursuit of equal rights and justice. The legacy of the victims, Samuel Hammond, Henry Smith, and Delano Middleton, lived on, not only in the memories of their loved ones, but also in the spirit of the university and the community. The aftermath of the Orangeburg Massacre brought about a complex mix of emotions: grief, anger, and a renewed determination for justice and equality. Despite its turbulent history, South Carolina State University continues to shine. Rooted in the heart of Orangeburg, it remains a testament to the enduring spirit of the African American community, standing tall as a beacon of resilience, empowerment, and the unyielding pursuit of education and equality. Established in the late 19th century as the Colored Normal Industrial, Agricultural, and Mechanical College of South Carolina, the university has weathered numerous storms. From its humble beginnings with only a minimal dairy herd and a handful of buildings, it has grown into a respected institution recognized for its commitment to academic excellence. Throughout its history, South Carolina State University has been a hub of African American intellectualism and activism. Its students and alumni have challenged the status quo, broken barriers, and made significant contributions to society. Names like Jim Clyburn, Marion Motley, and Ernest Everett Just are not just a part of the university's legacy, but also a part of American history. The Orangeburg Massacre of 1968, a dark chapter in the university's history, highlights the courage and determination of its students. They dared to stand against racial segregation, paying a high price for their bravery. Yet this tragic event did not break the spirit of South Carolina State University. Rather, it fueled a stronger commitment to social justice and equality. In the face of adversity, the university has demonstrated remarkable resilience. It has consistently risen above challenges, emerging stronger and more determined to fulfill its mission. The institution's resilience is reflected in its students who continue to strive for success despite hurdles. South Carolina State University has remained committed to the empowerment of its students. It has consistently provided opportunities for African American students to pursue higher education, equipping them with the knowledge and skills necessary to succeed in a diverse and competitive world. The university's commitment to empowerment extends beyond its campus, reaching into the community through various initiatives and programs. The university's legacy is not just about the past, but also about the future. It continues to shape the lives of its students and the African American community. The institution's commitment to education and equality is unwavering, as it continues to produce graduates who are ready to make a difference in the world. The legacy of South Carolina State University is a story of triumph over adversity. It is a story of a community that refused to be silenced, of students who dared to dream and to fight for their rights. It is a story of an institution that believes in the power of education to change the world. South Carolina State University, a symbol of resilience, empowerment, and the unwavering pursuit of education and equality.